Greetings. I hope you're all having a wonderful week. Welcome to my art studio here in Leitrim's Iron Mountains. My name is Harriet, and today I'm sharing another short time-lapse from my sketchbook. This piece is another of my Drawloween illustration series. The Drawloween prompt list I'm working from is Mab's Drawloween Club, hosted by pop surrealist Mab Graves. This prompt is day 9, Coven. By the time I've posted this video, we are already past Halloween, now into November and the darker half of the year. I realise I am way out of the Drawloween daily sync of posting these, as it is taking me additional time to edit and add dialogue to this footage. I'm slowly working my way through this, as making video content is a new direction for me. However, you can view my completed month's Drawloween artworks on my Instagram, @MyfanwyNia. I will add the link down below. In my studio over November, I am switching my focus to some craft-based work, as I will be participating in my local art centre's craft fair at the beginning of December, and I want to be ready for that. I usually have a little store where I sell my handmade jewellery featuring my artwork alongside some prints and stickers. I will be sharing my progress on those projects here soon. For this drawing, working in my mid-tone sketchbook, I started figuring out the sketch with a white colouring pencil. I am then building up and defining the sketch by layering up contrasting line work in black, continually reshaping it with an eraser. I'm using the Derwent black and white tone colouring pencil set for the main bulk of this drawing, blending in brighter colours with my Faber-Castell classic colouring pencils. I will also link my tools and materials below the video. Looking at this prompt, a coven is a group in which witches are said to gather. It can be as small as 3 and traditionally is no bigger than 13. 13 witches is a lot of witches to draw, so I am keeping to 3, like the sisters in Charmed. I watched that TV show growing up. I know they recently remade it. The power of 3 will set you free. My idea for Coven is to draw traditional Halloweeny style witches with the pointed hats, gathering round a glowing, bubbling cauldron, performing a spell or enchantment, where one of them is shape-shifting into a black cat. The word coven is from the Latin word coventum, meaning convention. The term was rarely used in English until the 1920s, when English historian and Egyptologist Margaret Murray, in her 1921 book, The Witch Cult in Western Europe, popularized the perception that the coven consisted of 12 witches and a leader, thus the number 13, which has been considered to have special magical properties throughout history. There are important groups that have these characteristics. Romulus, the hero who founded Rome, had 12 followers. Jesus Christ had 12 apostles, and versions of Arthur's legends tell that King Arthur's round table sat the king himself and his 12 knights. However, due to associations with witchcraft, the number 13 came to be called the Devil's Dozen and thought unlucky. Each member of a coven was said to specialize in a particular branch of magic, such as bewitching the harvest, producing or healing sickness and death in humans, summoning the sun, raising a storm, seduction, among other things. In Wicca and other more modern forms of neo-paganism, a coven is a gathering of a group of witches or believers for ceremonies of worship, gratitude, and the general raising of collective energies, as well as celebrations of holidays or sabbats, which are timed to the seasons of the Earth's natural rhythms. Sabbats celebrate the Earth's journey around the sun, called the Wheel of the Year. Wiccans refer to the commemorating of the Sabbaths as the turning of the wheel. Most Wiccans celebrate these 8 Sabbaths annually: Yule, Imbolc, Ostara, Beltane, the summer solstice, Lunasa, Mabon, and Samhain. Some examples of famous historical covens include Dame Alice Kelter was the first recorded person condemned for witchcraft in Ireland. She fled the country, but her servant Petronilla de Meath was flogged and burnt to death on the stake on the 3rd of November 1324. The names of 12 more accused were recorded, as well as that of Robin Artisan, the leader of the coven, who also escaped. In Scotland, the witch Isabel Goldie gave herself to the authorities in 1662 and made the longest and most detailed confession that was recorded in any witch trial in Britain. She revealed that witches were organized into groups that indeed consisted of 13 people. In America, the most famous account is perhaps the Salem witch trials, where 150 people were accused of witchcraft in Salem Village between 1692 and 1693. This witch hunt was triggered by the accusation of a group of young girls who claimed to be possessed by the devil and ended in a series of trials that led to the hanging of 19 people, both men and women. That perception of witchcraft has long been tied to a bloody history of persecution, and the term witch itself has been used as a multi-purpose, misogynistic slur. It's perhaps that century-long perception that has led modern-day witches to reclaim the term. With the contemporary mainstreaming of mysticism, it is clear that witches are among us, and their population will continue to grow. Ideas in witchcraft overlap with many current interests of millennial women who are already involved in yoga, meditation, mindfulness, and other types of New Age spirituality. And with that foundation, they may indeed be intrigued to show up for a pagan holiday or a new moon gathering, or begin to explore some of the more serious spiritual concepts at the root of the practice of witchcraft. We are coming to the end of my time-lapse now. I hope you enjoyed it. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you again soon for another video. Bye-bye.